Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Alex and this is TechFlow. One of these ones today, we're coming at you with a TechFlow top 5. Let's cut the crap and get straight into this. Coming at you in no particular order, number 5, we've got the Savvy wireless headphones. So these are in essence a pair of Bluetooth headphones, but there's no cable that connects them. They just sit in your ear, connect wirelessly to each other, then Bluetooth to your phone. So if you've been keeping tabs with the wide world of technology recently, you'll know that Apple released what's called the AirPods. Not earpods, AirPods, actual wireless headphones that sit in your ear. No cables, no messing about, just you put it in your ear, that is it. Apple said these are gonna retail for about £150, but they're not out yet and Apple haven't said when they're gonna be out, but hold the phone. Savvy have got you covered. Right now, you can actually buy them. Shocker, they're out right now on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. Some full-on Bluetooth wireless in-ear headphones. And they're really not that bad. So considering this is a fairly new thing to have no cabled headphones, they've had a pretty good crack at it. So charging these things, they come with a really cool charging little cradle where you, magnetically stick the headphones, they start charging with a red LED to indicate this, and then you can actually recess the headphones into the body. And when you do this, it actually reveals a full-size USB port to charge a phone. Yes, the charger for these headphones is also a 2,500 milliamp hour battery bank. So it's not going to charge your phone all the way, but if you need that emergency call, it can charge your phone as well as the headphones. You charge the device via micro USB, and then pretty much you just magnetically stick the little earbuds into the holder and they start charging. Simple as that. Setup was super easy. You just held the button on each of the headphones for around 7 seconds. They connected to each other and then you connected to the Bluetooth via your phone. Now, I was expecting these to drop out and not work at all, but that wasn't the case. They worked consistently 100% of the time, like you would expect any normal Bluetooth headphone. However, they're not perfect. Static. I'm not sure how the two headphones communicate, whether it is Bluetooth or RF frequency, but these headphones have a little bit, tiny little bit, of static. But I've got audiophile ears, I'm listening for this sort of stuff. These are really cool. Other than that little bit of static, there really isn't anything to complain about. The battery life is awesome. I haven't managed to run mine out yet, and they just plain simply work. And I wasn't even expecting that. Good job. Very savvy. I'll drop a link to the Savvy wireless headphones in the description, and also to note, you can buy a single headphone if you want to do that. They offer that. I'll put that in the description too. Coming in at number 4, we've got the G-Local Me wireless hotspot. Now this, like the headphones, is brand new technology. I've never seen anything like this before. So this is an Indiegogo campaign. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to check it out. They've backed, I don't know the exact number, but quite a fair chunk of money. Pretty much what this is it's a little device, a golden device that you take with you and it gives out Wi-Fi, but here's the kicker, you don't put a SIM card in it. It has what's called a cloud SIM. So pretty much, let's say if you're going on holiday and you have an unlocked MiFi device that you can take with you, when you get to your destination, let's just say for example Spain, you get there, you've got to find a Spanish SIM card and then you've got to top it up and then put it in your MiFi device, activate it, and then you'll get some internet. Well, not with this. Pretty much what you do is to download the app onto your phone and then connect to its Wi-Fi that it gives off. You just tell it where you are in the world, it will give you all the packages of data, so let's say I think it was like 15 euros for 3 gig, and then you just click 15 euros for 3 gig, you can pay for the data by PayPal, which is what I did, or you can use a credit card or debit card, and then you restart the device, and it just works. The app tells you how much data you have left, and it just cuts you having to go and find a SIM card when you're going traveling. Say if you're a frequent traveler and you have to go to go and get different SIM cards, you just don't have to do that. It has a cloud SIM. So you just pay for the data that you want, tell it the country that you're in, boom, it starts working. And it is 4G. When they said it was 4G to me, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be 4G, but it's gonna be a little bit restricted. It's gonna probably be about 10 meg. No, I was pulling 27 meg down, 27 meg up. I think that was my highest speed test. It's definitely full on 4G. I'll put a link to the Indiegogo campaign in the description. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3, like this, right? You guys are gonna have to hear me out. This is wicked, like really wicked, but it's so simple. Like, why hasn't this been done before? Why haven't I heard of this before? We've got the Minger USB LED light strips. Now, I'll put a link to these in the description. These are really cool. So, think about it. Where nowadays isn't there a USB port? You're thinking, aren't you? Yeah, exactly. There's a USB port in your car. I bet you thought that, didn't you? I'm reading your mind. There's also, quite possibly, a USB port behind your TV, and there's also a USB port possibly behind your monitor and in your computer and on a port. There's USB ports everywhere. Everywhere. So why not be able to plug your LED strips and power them off a USB port instead of having to plug them into the mains? Amazing. Now these LED strips have been that useful for me, I actually use them to light up a few of the B-roll shots when shooting this video. And let me tell you right now, they are as bright, if not brighter, than normal LED strips. The first thing I thought was USB LED strips, they're not gonna be very bright. They are just as bright as normal LED strips, with the added bonus that you can easily plug them in behind your TV, for example, because your TV has a USB port on it. It's just simple. Behind your monitor, USB ports are on monitors now. USB ports are everywhere, and plug sockets aren't. USB powered LEDs, it's genius. So like we've done behind here, we've got some plugged in behind our TV, some blue LEDs, and they're gonna give you the same effect that the Philips Amberlight TVs do. They come with some extension cables so you can get the LEDs around corners. Again, another plus of getting this pack. They're a fairly long strip, but they are cut down in segments with little joiners, so you don't have to physically cut the LEDs. You can just disconnect them and connect them as you wish. This is something really cool, and considering I've been in the setup tech game for quite some time, using LEDs for years, this is really cool. Links in the description. Let's move on. Coming in at number 2, I never thought I'd be saying this, the Google Pixel. This is an Android phone. Right, I am primarily an iPhone user, right? But Google invited me down and they said, Alex, go on, have this phone, give Android a go, see what you think. It's not sponsored or anything, they just literally gave me the phone. So me being primarily an iPhone user, I gave the Google Pixel a go, and honestly, I really like it. So the Google Pixel is rocking Android 7.1, which has the brand new Google Assistant. And it is, admittedly, more intelligent than Siri. It's more intelligent than Siri because it remembers what you're talking about. So if I said, show me flights to Amsterdam, and then it would show me the flights to Amsterdam, then I would say, what's the weather like there? And it would know that we're still talking about Amsterdam and tell me the weather in Amsterdam. So it's like remembers what you're talking about like a human would. It's also got USB-C, which is absolutely wicked, and they claim you can get 7 hours of use out of a 15-minute charge. I think they're tooting the horn a little bit there, but the charging is really fast. Screen is absolutely gorgeous. I love the look of Android 7.1, especially on the Google Pixel with the round icons. It's got 4 GB of RAM, which is fairly average for a smartphone of this day and age, but like Apple, their software optimization is fairly solid with this phone. And one of the most incredible things I noted, which was really cool from a phone company, and I think this is primarily something to do with Google, obviously. If you go in the settings and swipe over, there's a Google support tab where you can video chat with Google support if you're having any problems. Really cool for people like, well, older people that don't really know what they're doing and need some help. GG Google. The reason I've included the phone in this top 5 is because for some reason I just kept picking it up, I just kept going back to it. I really like the feel of the phone, and I don't think, the thing is that's really strange with it, I don't think video can portray how nice this phone actually is. I didn't think it was even that pretty when I first saw it, but it in the hand, it's pretty goddamn sexy. Coming in at number 1, again guys, these products are in no particular order. It's taken me some time to review this thing, but I'm happy to say I do recommend the Eva Polar. Now, possibly not a product that you're gonna wanna buy anytime now, but it's something to bear in mind for the future. This is portable air conditioning. Now in the summer I found it a massive problem getting to sleep at night, especially this summer. Summers are getting warmer, global warming, you guys understand, you probably felt the same. Now pretty much to get a full-blown aircon unit installed into your house, now I'm not sure on the full technical details of this, but usually when you have like full-blown air conditioning, you have to have a unit installed on the exterior of the house, a unit installed in the interior of the house, and it has to have a water cable that runs outside to the water drain pipe. It's a big deal to get air conditioning installed, and it's also super expensive. Introduce the Eva Polar. Pretty much all you do, you take the tank off the side, fill it with normal tap water, plug it in via micro USB, which is also great because that means you can power it from a power bank. Press the button on the top, bish bash bosh, the water filters in to filters. The fan blows the hot air through these filters that are filled with water, so they're now cool. It blows out cool air. So it's not air conditioning, it's just cooled air. But it does work. And it's really cool. It has an LED on the side of it as well, which you can change with the software UI. It has a really cool dial on the top, a little spin dial that you can change the colors with, and also the fan speed. And I have to say, it does cool a desk area down. It's not gonna cool a whole room down, and yes, I did test this. I left it in the room for an hour, nothing really changed, but the area as to which the fan is blowing gets significantly cooler, which is brilliant for cooling down a desk. And also, it's really not loud at all, which was surprising. I'll drop a link to it in the description. So guys, that's gonna be it for this month's top 5. Really hope you have enjoyed the picks this month. If you guys have got any bits of tech that you want us to check out, drop them in the description. And I was thinking of doing a full-blown review on the wireless in-ear buds, because I feel like there's a lot more to explain about them and stuff. So if you want that, drop a like rating. All product links in the description, but for now, my name's been Alex, this has been TechFlow. We'll catch you in the next one.